Yeah. I need to get a sewing machine fixed.
Yeah.
Got so many ideas. So much fabric. I have spent like fucking money on so much fabric, and then my sewing machine stops working.
It'd be
and I'm like,
that.
you motherfucker.
I don't know if it would be worth you just like digging around thrift stores to see if you can just happen to find a sewing machine for about the same price.
I mean, I could try. My worry is most sewing machines that I've done that with are also fucked up.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Facebook Marketplace?
Maybe.
I found a good way to get deals on Facebook Marketplace is think of the item that you want and think about how the dumbest person you know would describe it.
Ooh, that is a good trick.
It's such a good trick.
That works on eBay, too.
Yeah.
Really?
Because I've gone to Facebook Marketplace and looking for, like, just random odds and ends for, like, game controllers and shit like that. I just type in Nintendo controller looking for Xbox controllers because grandmas don't know.
Right.
Xbox and Sony, they just go, it's Nintendo! That's because that's just what they know because it's been popular since the 80s.
Right.
Or just video game.
Or just controller.
Right. Good idea.
Video game remote.
Yeah, I've also done that to get, like, lighting equipment for fairly cheap, because, you know, during the height of Panini lockdowns, a lot of people decided, they're like, I'm going to become a vlogger or a streamer, and they've all given up on that shit.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's actually hard to do that work.
Yeah.
And yet we succeeded.
And we've somehow succeeded, which is crazy. But, yeah, so I found you can get some pretty decent, cheap lighting on Facebook Marketplace if you, instead of, like, searching for what the technical term for the lighting is, you just go LED light. Or streaming light or gaming light.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can find those things for like
cheap.
Half to a third of what it should be.
Nice.
It's crazy talk.
Nice. I have some things to look up.
I'm just saying, in these hard times.
I should get my laptop out if we're gonna fucking record.
John, we are literally
Oh shit.
in the record. Literally, I'm looking at the sound waves form upon the
it's
screen.
going?
Yeah.
It's
Hunter,
been going.
you bastard.
It's going because, hi, and welcome to Blankbodies, a Vampire the Masquerade V5 tabletop and horror podcast. I'm joined by the furiously typing.
I'm John, and I was just really hoping the thing would load enough that I could say I have the script open before we finish the introductions.
And
that's over there.
Yeah, hi, I'm Sarah. Trying to give good thrifting advice and helping people upcycle electronics so they don't end up in a weird landfill and become e-waste.
Woo!
Ew.
Or you just keep piles.
Or you could just keep piles. There are piles in this office currently, as we see. Also, small before we continue on to this episode. Small break.
Okay.
We've gotten the poll results for the last 2 of the clan episodes.
We have.
When does the poll actually close?
It usually closes the same day that the episode goes up. So it'll close Monday. We are recording this on Friday.
So currently, as we stand, it is a 50-50 split yet again. And our patrons in the lovely Patreon channel and our community Discord have just been chanting wheel, 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 like over and over. And I'm just like, what the fuck?
I guess...
Like, I'm not mad at it. It's kind of funny, but I'm also like, why are you guys paying money, your good, hard-earned dollars, to just vaguely inconvenience me and bully me on the internet? Like,
they're
what
not.
the fuck?
They've made a decision, and the decision is wheel.
They went for the
Makes
third
sense, I
secret
guess.
option, and the option was wheel.
Yeah, we said...
We forgot that we put in that write your own answer in there.
Like most people, they saw Thin Blood's Caitiff. They said whatever
Literally
the third
any other
option is. And the third option is wheel.
Oh, God. In Zoran Mamdani's America, how dare you? Anyways. Hi, so we are going to be doing a 2-parter about the Gehenna War.
The book, not the event. Also the event, but specifically the
book.
2-part is about the book.
It's the book necessitates us talking about the event, which necessitates us talking about the book. It's a little Ouroboros, a wheel, if you will.
A different sort of wheel.
Yeah.
You know, I think Ouroboros are pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm just staring at the remnants of our wheel from the corn tub, because I finally have come up with a plan to fix it, maybe. It may live again.
It will live again.
Much like any of the fine Canaanites that take part in the Gehenna War. The wheel may rise again to fight God? Question mark?
Yeah, kinda.
It's fine. So, this first part, we're going to be talking about mechanics for 5th edition that are for, like, action sequences or action horror sequences, which I think is dope and cool. I think Vampire the Masquerade is really well set up to do action, high-octane bullshit. in a way that runs really smoothly and narratively. And now we have more rules to do that, so
Woo!
fuck yeah. Strap in,
Yay.
guys, it's gonna get stupid. A lot of the episodes are going to be focusing around Appendix 1, roll for it, and also, like, further mechanics that are throughout the Gehenna War book. I really like the Gehenna War book, guys. It's nice to get a book that's actually an expansion upon the game system in a way that's, like, actually an expansion, and building upon what they've already put the baseline for.
Useful.
The art fucks.
Hell yeah.
I haven't gotten to read the whole book. I've definitely flipped through it.
Oh yeah, it's
PDF
a dense
style.
It's a dense fettuccine of a book.
It's dense, and I've realized there's actually been studies that prove this. I thought it was just my dumb brain, but you actually have less retention of read material when you read it on a computer versus like an actual book or printout.
Yep.
So yes, I flipped through the PDF that one ear out the other, basically. What I liked what I saw, but I do want to get my hands on a physical copy so I can really dig in.
Oh yeah, here's the dork I am. I have as decor in my parlor. It's a living room, but where I have all of the books and the whatnot for the show and other shows that I do. I have on some of the shelf space where I've set up a brass book stand.
Oh, hell
And
yeah.
I rotate books on the book stand as, like, decor. I've been leaving the Gehenna War book up on this brass book stand in my living room for months, because I'm like, I enjoy the art. We've actually talked to that artist on the show as an interview if you want to go check that out. Their work fucks. It's great. Hell yeah. Anyways. So, content warning. There's nothing specific outside of we're going to be talking about violence and aggressive violence. So if you're not into that, that's totally cool. You can go check out other episodes. Sources, mostly it's the Gehenna War book with some supplements from the core book. The Gehenna War book, so far as I have seen, has done good with anytime they reference a mechanic from the core book, they're actually putting the fucking citations in. It's nice to go, hey, if you want to, if the base rules for this mechanic are on this page in the core book, but here's our expansion on how to incorporate this more in your games. And I'm like quietly hoping somebody on the editing team is listening to the show and they're going, yes, good citations. And I'm just like, yes, you should cite your work.
You should.
Also, gamers are dumb like me, and I forget shit, and having a handy open this PDF, Control F to that page. There's the rule.
Neat.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah. That's what I use PDFs for. It's mostly to hit Control F and flip through a book.
Yeah.
So that's super nice. Anyways, on with the episode. When is best to roll them bones? Rolling bones.
Any chance you get, honestly.
Yeah.
Any chance that the result would make the story more interesting? Or
Yes.
the scene more interesting?
Anytime there's money on the line.
Hell yeah. We walk the line. Walk hard. Anyways. World Darkness as a dice system with the various splats that we have out so far are set up to be narrative-based games where the dice help to aid the narrative.
Mm-hmm.
That's the goal. As opposed to other dice systems where you get like D&D where it gets a little critty crunchy.
Or Shadowrun?
Shadowrun also get a little critty crunchy.
Yeah.
Which if you like crunch, that's fine. I'm a Pathfinder girly. Like, I get it.
It's kind of fun sometimes.
Sometimes I enjoy being like, how do I make the number big? How make number go big? But in my oddly specific dumbass way, because I'm not a power gamer.
Yep.
At all. I'm just like, I want to brew potions. I want to be so good at brewing potions.
I just make weird freaks and see what happens.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Which is fun, and that's a play style. So, with World of Darkness, though, storytellers and players work in collaboration to build their games as a kind of improv popcorn story is kind of the way the game works.
Yeah.
And I like the fifth that encourages that more, where it's like, hey, storytellers, give some bullshit to your players to give you input on, or like take input from them being like, hey, actually, I have this idea. Storyteller, may I please try this instead?
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, you know what? You thought about that? That is a hell of a line. You know what? Sure, roll that bone. Roll them bones. Sure. I had found a video essay by a creator named Cheyenne Lynn. The video is called "Is YouTube Dead? A YouTube Retrospective?" It's an interesting video essay if you check it out. But she brought up this concept that I feel works really well for tabletop gaming, and art in general, which is creating is communal.
That makes sense.
Like, I make a thing and I share it, and other people go, ooh, that's neat, and that spurs me on to do more creative things, or I intake things from other people that are creative. I go, ooh, that's neat, and then I make my own thing, and we're all, like, kind of bebopping off of each other.
Yeah.
So, working together is good. I think they're building a fence next door.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think the mic's picking it up, so we're good. If you guys can hear a fence being built, I apologize.
Yeah.
It's a fence being built.
They're doing a good job, though.
I don't know. It sounds like they're doing a very good job.
I watched a little bit of it because I was nosy.
Yes.
May God bless their fence.
Yes.
I hope their work
You know what?
goes well.
May Akeem judge their fence sturdy and worthy.
There you go.
Oh, no.
Look, it's hard for me to leave Habibi month.
I see.
It was a good time there. Anyway, so in the Appendix 1 Roll Forward section, they have a bunch of really good information for newer storytellers, as well as like more veteran storytellers that are trying to like streamline their process for a more narrative game as opposed to like a crunchier game system. So some of the things they want you to consider on when to decide to roll them bones is this a narrative junction? Which is, can this point in the scene go in several directions? Does this point in the scene have an unclear outcome? Is this point in the scene under the direct control of a capable player character? Is another thought that I thought was interesting, which is, if the player character is doing an action they lack skills in, they should most likely be rolling for this. If the character is competent and doing something that's in their field and bag, and it's kind of like a hand wave thing for them, like, you're gonna slow down the story and the narrative by being like, okay, you need to roll for this, and then you need to roll for this, and then you need to roll for this.
If it's somebody who has 5 dots in, resolve, and 4 dots in firearms, I need to shoot that can over there.
Like, yeah, you do it.
Yeah, done.
Yeah, you can give it some descriptive flair to, like, add some fun to it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, yeah, do a little cowboy trick shot. Put a little sound effect.
Yeah.
Get a soundboard that does the cowboy if you want.
Sometimes, especially when it's a non-combat thing, I like doing combining things into a single dice roll unless it fails.
Yeah.
So if it's like something with a ton of steps, instead of being like, all right, you're gonna have to roll through 5 steps to see what happens, just roll once. Unless it's like a crit fail where it's like, sorry. Or it's like, if you're in that margin of just like, well, you didn't succeed, but we'll roll again to see how far you got. Or, but otherwise...
Yeah, there's like a lot of different dice options on like how you can manage things. We actually have episodes about that where we've talked about that in the past.
Rolled in bones.
Yeah. I mean, if you're all new to the table and the rules specify something should be a couple rolls, it might be best to just stick with that until you feel more comfortable with the system.
Yeah.
Once you're going and you got kind of your narrative pace going on, it does stink to just be like, all right, grinding halt, it's math time.
Yeah, and the other thing they brought up that I thought would be a good point for storytellers is if the NPC is capable of doing an action that aids the party, just let them do it. Just hand wave it. Because when a storyteller's rolling dice, that is a really good tool to crank up tensions for scenes.
Yeah.
Because, everybody goes, oh, the storyteller's dice. Why? And if you do that every time an NPC has to do something, it kind of pulls all the narrative weight out of that moment. So you're basically shooting yourself in the dick and getting rid of a really good narrative, like, device tool.
Right.
It's like, if an NPC is, like, a competent driver and they're getting the players from A to B, just, they drive.
Done.
It's,
Yeah.
You don't need to, it's fine. Which I was like, oh, yeah, that's a good thing to remind people, because I've been at a couple of tables where they're like, okay, well, then this player who's an NPC, which I've made a full sheet for, is going to also roll for da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, okay, I'm not against an NPC having dice rolls, but, like, you're rolling this NPC like a player.
Right.
Why?
I mean, I could see it if you had an NPC that has, like, 0 dots in drive, and you're like, hey, we need you to drive this semi-truck.
Yeah.
That's way out of their wheelhouse. But if they have... if they have 4 dots in drive, and you ask, hey, can you drive this semi-truck? They should be like, no problem.
Yeah,
done.
well, you could also, with that NPC that has no dots in drive,
what
you could do is still not do a dice roll, but narratively describe the NPC like having trouble putting the car into gear.
Right.
And like give the players verbal descriptions of the NPC is bad at this to give them at least a beat to be like, I'm gonna take this now.
Yeah. I'll go ahead and try.
That or play up the tension of the scene.
Yeah.
Because like Sarah said, the dice, if they're being saved to kind of make it interesting or entertaining or horrifying, it is kind of horrifying to be like, we're getting the getaway car. The NPC who's driving while everyone else shoots is grinding gears to get out of park while people are advancing on you. Like,
yeah, could you imagine the horrifying tension of a deal went wrong, you're dealing with like the opposing forces be like, okay, so I started blasting.
Mm-hmm.
And then you all pile into the Honda Accord, and then you look up and realize Benny is the one behind the wheel. And you just go, fuck.
No.
Thank God it's not automatic. That could be a cool, like, narrative, like, oh, no.
Yeah.
And you could just narratively describe Benny just not doing this. Well. So now the players have to, like, defend the car while Benny's bad at driving.
Yeah. Fun.
And, yeah, that could be a whole super fun, like, Blues Brothers almost sequence.
Yeah, that becomes a whole new scene.
Yeah, and you don't have to waste time. You don't have to bring everything to a screeching halt to be like, well, can Benny drive?
Right.
And it's just
we're like, we know he can't.
Just look at the sheet and go, nope. So, other thing to consider is, would the result of this role be exciting, entertaining, or horrific?
Mm.
If it's a routine action or the results of an action have a very clear outcome, this could most likely be handled narratively with either a yes and or the take half action, which is another thing that I'm like, I fucking love Vampire and World of Darkness for having this as a rule. It's kind of fantastic.
Mm.
So, for the take half... count the number of dice in the opposition pool, divided by half, rounding down, and that's the number of successes they got.
Oh.
So, for your guy that had the 5 in resolve and 4 firearms, that would be 9 dice.
Mm-hmm.
Divided in half, there's 4.5, 4.
And you gotta beat 4 successes.
Yeah, so if the difficulty is 4 or below, just let him just go. Just let him do it.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you do the thing. You're like, this is your bag, you're an expert, you just breeze through this shit.
Right.
Like,
I like that.
Full John Wick thing, keeps the narrative thing going.
Mm-hmm.
But then if there becomes a moment narratively where if this cowboy character has a moment where it's like, yeah, you've just been blasting guys back and forward, back shots for days. I'm sorry I said that. But then there's a moment where they round a corner and they see a guy that's like, looks like they're built a little tougher. They realize he's got like skin of marble or whatever.
Damn, this guy built different.
This guy built different?
Literally.
Now you gotta roll the dice.
Right.
And it's like,
uh-oh.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just the act of making them roll the dice, they'll be like, uh-oh.
Oh, this got serious. And everybody's like, oh shit, they gotta roll the big pool? Ooh.
Here we go.
We love the big click-clacks. Fuck yeah. Little note on take half. So that's what I just described is the standard rule for take half. Gehenna War gives a little addendum now for the take half rule, which is while the storyteller presents the situation and the challenge before the characters in detail, they keep the exact mechanical difficulty a secret. The storyteller then asks if the character wants to risk the roll or take half.
Huh.
In this way, making a roll becomes a mutual agreement instead of an order, ensuring strong player agency.
That's cool.
Which is the thing I fucking love doing.
Mm-hmm.
I fucking love being like, how do you want to hang yourself? What? Don't worry. What do you want to do? Just give it to the players.
Right.
Present the box of pain to them, and then they get to decide whether or not to stick their fucking hand in it or not.
Right.
But I think that's a fun thing to do to also as like a narrative device to add tension.
And I feel like it also kind of makes the player like rethink about their actions. Okay, how hard is this that I'm doing? Like, do I feel like I should roll, or can my 4 successes get it?
Yeah, they're just like, okay, well, how many hunger do I have? Like, does that affect the thing? Do I want to risk doing the roll in this moment with this guy that's built different?
Right.
For the cowboy explainer example. Yeah, so it's just fun watching the players, like, make that calculation, which is also reinforcing why the hunger mechanic is actually really cool, in fact.
Yeah.
Because you have to sit there and stare at yourself and go, is
Fuck,
this
I'm
worth
hungry.
me going apeshit in this moment, or no?
Yeah.
And just the personal horror of, I need to survive this, but I also need to not murder everyone in the room.
Right. Here we go.
Yeah. Also, some characters have the skills to make certain actions literally a breeze. There's also the automatic success to consider, which is if a character's dice pool is twice the task's difficulty rating, the storyteller may opt to rule that the character wins automatically and you don't need to do a dice roll. You may get in some situations where it's like, oh yeah, these people need to schmooze their way into a club. The difficulty is 3 and somebody's walking in with 9 for the social test and you just go,
Done.
You're in.
Mm-hmm.
Not a worry, not a care. In fact, actually, you tell me how you tell the guy how you're getting it, and that's a good way to give like a character spotlight moment when they've dumped a lot of dots into a skill.
Yeah.
Which is dope. Also, automatic wins seldom apply in combat or other stressful situations.
That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
A storyteller might allow automatic wins against mooks and nameless obstacle humans, rent-a-cops in the office lobby, not real cops in a street.
Okay.
So that's another thing to like consider on a gauge on if you're gonna force rolls or not or ask for them is, okay, are my players going through like a lobby of Goombas or a little warehouse of just little mook guys?
Mm-hmm.
Where there's like, yeah, boss. Me. I don't know why I made them little guys from cartoons during the fucking Great Depression, but you know, here we are. Versus like Frank Castle walks into a room and you go, okay, yeah, now we're rolling dice. Oh no.
Yeah.
Which Frank Castle as a hunter would be a nightmare.
No, thank you. I think that he is.
Technically, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, he teams up with Blade. Like that does happen.
Yeah.
Canonically.
I think he would definitely be a hunter. Like he would fall under a full-blown hunter. He's not a mook or a rent-a-cop or...
Mm-hmm. He is a hunter agency in himself.
Yes.
Yes. Oh yes. It's great.
Isn't there a series where it's like Punisher kills the Marvel Universe or something like that?
There's that.
Okay.
He's also involved in like the Black Suns, I think it is, which is like the weird, like not weird, but it's like the occultic-y action group in the Marveliverse. Mm-hmm. I know they're in the video games.
Which is funny that he's part of that, because occult? What?
Oh yeah, no. Like still my favorite Marvel duo is anytime Moon Knight and Frank Castle have to work together.
I think Midnight Suns partially started because Marvel had all these darker characters and they weren't sure what to do with them. And a lot of them happened to be a cult, and so they kind of put them all in a team room. And they're like, all right.
It kind of works though.
Yeah.
Cool.
There's just Frank over here just being like, hey Mark, you still crazy? And he's like, yeah, Frank, family's still dead. Like, favorite exchange.
Rude.
Like, I will forgive so much Marvel bullshit for that exchange alone.
Family's still dead? Damn.
Like, bruh.
Cut deep.
Dead. I just... Sorry, I'm just giggling. Anyways, another thing to consider for your game is, are we prepared for the results of the roll? Is the situation worth going sideways narratively? Because there have been times I've been in games where storytellers like, hey, I need you to roll to do this thing, and the roll went bad, so the entire scene just goes absolutely sideways, and it just made the whole session take an extra hour and a half to, like, deal with that on basically a nothing burger of a story beat.
Right.
Which, if that's the kind of game you want to play, that's fine. Like, there's nothing wrong with, like, a slice of life kind of a game. But if you're wanting to play more of a high-octane kind of a game, it's like, do I need to do the John Wick level of everyone is an assassin and trying to get me while I'm trying to get breakfast? You know?
Right. Maybe sometimes. Depends on what's going on.
Yeah, like if it's...
But not always.
Yeah, so that's the thing to keep in mind. Also, are we prepared for the presence of a messy crit or bestial failure? Is the situation worth having a massive tonal shift? Because that's kind of a thing with a messy crit and a bestial failure, is the beast is getting involved, so you're having a whole other persona of this character step into the forward light of the plot. Is the scene worth that? Yeah. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes
Who's to say?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not in your scene. I don't know. But just a thing to be like, is it worth it?
It kind of depends if you're trying to maintain the pace or if you think slowing things down a little bit would be good.
Could slow things down. Could also speed things up in a weird way.
Yeah. Dice are good. I like when there's too much going on. When everyone's trying to act at once, like everyone's talking, it's like, all right. One at a time. We're starting with you.
Yes.
What are you doing? Let's roll some dice. It kind of gets everyone refocused on one thing at a time.
Yeah.
Instead of, we're not in actual combat, there's no turn order, but everyone wants to act.
Yes.
So that then you can be like, all right, well, you have celerity, so you're going first. We go from there kind of thing. It's a good way to get people like refocused together instead of like all trying to do their own thing.
Yeah, it's a good little like directorial move where it's like, hey, everybody is in a moment where they're all kind of hyphy scrolled up, which is good. That means you've got player investment. That's fantastic. That's the goal. But now you're like, okay, now the goal is to grab all of your little squirrels and to get them to look at the actual plot device. and go, hey, that's cool. Okay, several things happen at once. You.
Yeah.
What's going on here? What are your thoughts? Blah, blah, blah.
Right.
Fantastic way. And it also, pausing for a moment like that to offer a dice roll or ask if somebody wants to roll dice is also a good way to kind of calibrate in the moment if this is a moment your players are interested in letting shit go fucking weird.
Yeah.
Because you as a storyteller be like, man, they're so close to the plot hook. I just need to get them to the plot hook. The players have another fucking idea. And if the players are having fun, like, it's fine. It'll work out in the wash.
Right. You can move the plot hook.
Yeah, just like, okay, I guess I'm moving the plot hook down, like, a beat.
Yeah.
They're having fun. I was like, oh, you want to roll dice? How bad do you want to roll the dice? Okay. Sure.
You do realize you're at 5 hunger, and what you're trying to do requires a rouse check.
Is this what you want to do? This doesn't conflict with any of your conviction? Oh, it's because of a conviction you're doing this. Okay, cool. Yeah, dude, go for it.
Right.
Yeah. Which again also allows for another moment to highlight a player character, which is dope.
Mm-hmm.
And the final question of this little calibration checklist on do I roll a bone is to remember there is always a chance of failure, and that's kind of a thing sometimes players get a little upset spaghetti because they get really invested in a story and they're like, I want this thing to happen, I really do. When you give the narrative up to the fate gods, the 3 witches with the scissors from the movie Hercules, you know, that...
And the eyeball.
Yeah, from that historically accurate piece of art.
Yes.
When you bequeath that to fate, you have to accept this can go wrong. And sometimes it does not go wrong even in a cool way that's exciting. Sometimes it's just you get a regular fail.
Yeah, it just doesn't work out.
Yeah, which is narratively like womp womp. Or you get like a really intense, messy crit or a beast fail that results in some consequences that like the player wasn't ready for. Or another player adjacent to them wasn't ready for.
Right.
So if you're in a moment narratively where everybody's really invested in a moment and they just need the moment to go.
It's okay to just let it
let
go.
It play. Yeah, just let it play. It's okay. But if you do decide to roll bone and it go really bad, there's some calibration options that you can consider, which I'll get to in a minute. But if you get to the end of the checklist and you decide, hey, we don't need to roll bone, we can just let it play. We can let it cook. But your players are like, but I got these math rocks. I want to play.
I bought them. I brought them. They're in the bag.
I want to roll the bones. I want to.
They need to.
I want to get fucked by fate. Let the drama happen. And sometimes players get really just like, I want to roll it. And I'm like, just fuck it, let them.
Okay.
Fuck it, just let them. Your job as a storyteller is to make sure everybody's having a good time. And unless for some reason it's going to super make somebody else's night not fun in that moment, just let them roll the bones.
Yeah.
They bought the math rocks for a reason. Give it to them. I would say if the player is like really like, no, I want to roll the bone. I want to roll the bone. You could suggest a pool. Hell, in those moments, I tend to be more somebody who is going to ask the player what the dice pool they want to roll.
Yeah, I want to roll. Okay, well, what do you think is going to work for this?
Yeah, what do you want to do?
Right.
Like, you are really jazzed, my guy.
I feel like another option for that is also like, okay, describe how you're going to go about doing it. And then once they're done describing it, you can give them a pool.
Yeah,
if they're like a new player or something like that.
Yeah, for sure. And it's like, you know, you could go like, hey, the way you're describing it sounds like this and this. Does that work for you? Or another option is, I'll be like, okay, it's this base attribute. You can either roll this skill or this skill. Yeah. And depending on which skill you're rolling, it's going to get you a slightly different result or a different bit of information. Are you good with that? Right. And players are like, well, I have more dots of persuasion, so I'll go with that one. I'm like, okay.
Cool. Here we go.
I've rarely had a player go, I'm going to go with the less optimal pool because I want that information. Rarely has that happened to me, but it does on occasion. So I like to leave that door open. Yeah. Because occasionally you do get a player that's like, I'm willing to suffer for the plot. Right. Sure. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to make sure your information's really good because you took the suboptimal pool. Right. Sick. But sometimes people want to do a thing really bad and they don't have the dots to do it, so they'll suggest a really weird pool. Gehenna War talks about that, about some weird fucking pools. Hell yeah. Which is dope. Nice. It has a whole section about encouraging players to come up with their own pools based off of things that are on their character sheets that they can justify with their backstory, which is also another reason to, like, let people, like, highlight the characters. Like, oh, yeah, no, I spent a summer working at an ice cream parlor. I know how to. Right. And you're just like, what? And now you've unlocked a whole new thing about this character. Everybody's like, this is, like, gothic badass over here. It's just like, yeah, no, I spent a whole summer, little paper hat.
our freezer was absolute garbage, and the owner couldn't afford to fix it, so I had to fix the freezer a lot.
Yeah, so I was like, okay, cool, yeah, you can roll your craft dots for repair, sure. Yeah, let's go with it. It's fun. I really like encouraging people to come up with, like, creative ways to use what's on their sheet, especially if it allows them to either build out the world or build out their character or highlight something from their backstory. I'm just like, fuck yeah, look at you, using your brain noodles.
I agree.
It's almost like gaming is a way for you to, like, practice critical thinking skills and creative and adaptive learning skills.
What?
Wild. So Gehenna War suggested some pools in the book. In the core book, there are a bunch of suggested pools for, like, fairly common activities that players can be doing in a couple different sections. We have talked about those in previous episodes about combat and conflicts and dices, so if you want to check those out, go for it. I'm just sharing 3 of the ones suggested from Gehenna War because I thought they were neat, which is combining charisma and stealth to blend into a crowd, kind of Assassin's Creed kind of a way.
Nice.
Where you're using, like, more of your social acumen to, like, kind of blend in as opposed to, you know, dexterity stealth. And I'm like,
yeah.
Honestly, that kind of fucks.
That's really great. Yeah.
That's a good suggestion.
Much more Gray Man style stealth than, like, ninja style stealth.
Yeah, and it allows, like, more socially built characters to be involved in action sequences in a way that, like, contribute.
Right.
In a way that leans into the way they're built, as opposed to just being, like, weird little Nathan Lane character hiding in a corner going, oh dear. Just, oh no. Sorry, I watched The Birdcage recently. I love that movie. It's so good. I'm just gonna take my Pirin tablets. It's like, I can't believe you're giving him drugs. I just scraped the A off. It's just aspirin. Sorry. Go watch The Birdcage. It's a fantastic movie. Anyways, other pool I thought was neat was intelligence and athletics. They suggest this for chase scenes to escape a complex building, leaning more on determining the fastest route.
That's neat.
Yeah! So if you have somebody who's used to, like, maneuvering around warehouses or office buildings or, like, really complex, like, factory structures.
Yeah.
They could lean on in to be like, oh, I know where the emergency exit route is, or hey, I know a service hallway.
Yeah.
We're gonna run this way instead.
Even if they haven't been to that building, like,
yeah,
I've worked in malls I worked in malls for 30 years before I got embraced. I can probably guess how to get to all of the things in this mall.
There's usually those weird, like, mile plus long hallways behind every shop that connects the mall from the back.
Right.
Yeah. You know, chase sequences in hospitals, because hospitals are just big labyrinths. So somebody who has, like, a medical background might be like, oh, I usually know the oncology ward is attached to this chunk of the pharmacy. Yeah. I can get, there should be a stairwell, yada yada. And I'm like, that's also great.
And it's a cool moment, because if they fail, you can, like, be like, okay, you're headed that way. And you get there. There's not a staircase there. And then they've got to be like, oh, fuck, we went the wrong way.
Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna have a lot of fun with this.
Yeah.
And it's also a moment where, like, allowing characters who maybe aren't very physically inclined to participate in an action sequence that's actually meaningful.
Yeah, even help out even.
Yeah,
make it easier for people.
Yeah, because if you're doing, like, a chase sequence where you're having the whole coterie run, and that's okay. We are in a heat dome, my guy. Drink, have your fluids. It's fine. But yeah, so if you have a chase sequence where you're doing it as, like, a contested pool where the party is all rolling for a couple of turns to hit, like, a target number of successes, you know, the more physically inclined characters are going to do, you know, dex and athletics or strength and athletics to, like, push themselves, or stamina and athletics. And then you got the one nerd that's just, like, panting. They shouldn't have to pant because they're a vampire, but they're, like, panting and wheezing and having a hard time. But then they're like, wait, I know the way that this university building is. Guys, we gotta go this way.
Right.
Yeah. So, yeah, love that shit. And then the last one that I thought was fun was Composure in a Cult. And it is a way for a player to maintain focus facing a wraith or other arcane weirdness. So instead of doing just a straight composure resolve roll, characters that have, like, higher occult ratings maybe could offer a, hey, I would normally be a little chicken shit bitch, but I know spooky shit.
I know how to handle ghosts, and I know if we do this, and this ghost can't do shit to us.
Yeah,
so.
Or, like, you know, from our Halloween special, a couple of you guys had specialties in Hunter. I would probably argue if anybody had suggested hey, to maintain my cool during this, could I roll Composure and Occult with my specialty in Hunter? Because, like, I know how these guys operate and I kind of know what to expect. And I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah, go.
Yeah.
So, weird pools where you can go like, neat, cool, using people's skills in weird ways and creative ways. Hell yeah.
For sure.
But last thing, if somebody wants to roll bones, and they don't really have the bones to roll for the thing, but they goddamn want to roll bones, kind of going along with what you were saying earlier, Hunter would be a difficulty 0 check, which is another thing brought up in Gehenna War, which is a thing I've kind of been doing, but I usually call it a difficulty 1 check.
Okay.
But there's
because if you totally fail, then
Yeah.
you totally fail.
Yeah, so basically difficulty 0 is this is a roll to just check how well the player succeeds and or if the beast gets involved in the moment. So if it's difficulty 0, they literally can't fail.
Mm-hmm.
But this gives an option for a grade of success, or if you get the oopsie moment of like, hey, your inside friend has decided to come outside. And you're like, what?
Uh-oh.
So if somebody's like, I really want to do the thing, and you just are like, you have 2 dice, my guy. You know what? Sure. I just want to see if you fuck up.
Right.
That's all this is.
I have been told that by Sarah many times.
Many a time, because John gets excited about rolling bones. He's just like, I want to do the thing, click, 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 click. And I'm like, he's so excited. I don't want to tell him no.
The sound. It's a great sound.
That's the other thing to mention, I think. Sometimes players just want to roll dice.
Mm-hmm.
So let them. If you have characters who get excited whenever they get to roll those new dice they bought, and it's not like grinding your game to a halt, let them roll for stuff. Their excitement will likely get them into more trouble than if you just did the thing, but they're having fun.
Yeah, and that's precisely what is difficulty 0 checks for. It's just like, yeah, roll the bones. Let's see how good you do.
Yeah.
And then if they're like, I got a messy crit, I'm like, oh, did you? That's what you get for rolling bones. Anyways.
I tried to just give it to you.
I wasn't going to give it to you, but okay. Speaking of X going to give it to you. What if we agree that we're not going to roll dice, but the storyteller's still wanting to build tension? Which is also another kind of an interesting, like, problem with this little dialogue tree. Because you could get the player that's like, yeah, but I could automatically succeed at this. I have, like, 9 fucking dice. And you're just like, shit, dog, yeah, I want to honor this, because it's a rule that I have been using as a storyteller, but I'm still trying to, like, build up to the reveal of the BBEG or whatever plot hook you're trying to instill, so you're trying to, like, ratchet things up. We have the options of win at a cost is an option for that kind of a moment. The core book rules for win at a cost is on page 121. If your roll includes any successes, but the roll is still a failure, the storyteller may offer you a win at a cost. Which is typically I will let you succeed, but there will be a complication.
Right. Even if it's, you got 1 success and what you needed was 5.
Yeah.
You can still be like, no, you can still get it.
I'll give it to you.
You would probably just make the cost worse than if it was win at a 5 and they got 4 successes.
Right.
Yeah, if it's like win at a 5, you got 4 successes, somebody's like, what do I do?
Bump it up a little bit.
Yeah, in that kind of a situation, I'd be like, yeah, I'll let you have it. Take like a superficial willpower damage. You could have a complication where it's like
your gun overheats.
Yeah,
it jams.
It jams. You just realized you're out of ammo.
Right.
For the cowboy guy. Other situations, it's like you're trying to break into a place and it's like, yeah, you get to break in, but there's going to be like scuffs on the doorknob. So people are going to know that you did this. Not you, but they're going to know someone broke in. If it was I have 1 success and I needed 5, that's when I would be like, yeah, you'll get in. Make a quiet note to myself, there was a security camera the whole time.
Yeah, I like that saying, you can win at a cost, but I'm not going to tell you what it is.
Yeah.
Especially for like a more...
If it's more egregious, just make that the bad guy is now aware of this.
Or you've left evidence that you were here.
Yeah.
But you don't notice. It's not like, oh, there's scuffs on the doorknob, I know about it. It's more like, oh, but I didn't realize I left fingerprints behind. And now they're looking for them because... You took the deal. And whereas before, I normally wouldn't care about that.
I wouldn't give a shit. But now this is now we've spun a whole new plot thing that you have to deal with now.
I guess fingerprints. I think we talked about the vampires.
Blush of life.
Yeah, they only work if they blush, right?
Yeah, so it's like, oh, you forgot to turn blush off, so now just your fingies.
Or maybe they're not thinking about it. Maybe they had a little grease or oil on their hand, so it's not like skin oil, it's something else that can still leave you can leave a fingerprint with like motor oil,
foundation,
all sorts of stuff.
You happen to move a bottle of olive oil and it just had like residue on the outside. But like going back to our ubiquitous cowboy vampire, if it was you got 1 success, you needed 5 and you want to do a win at a cost, I would be like, cool, I'm gonna let you do this. You're gonna shoot that guy, but you guys are just gonna pop off shots simultaneously. So you're both gonna get hit with the same amount of damage.
I like that. Yeah.
The classic both cowboys fall.
Yes. Yeah. That kind of thing would be fun. The Gehenna War book suggests on page 149, if the failure isn't interesting, but the character has no established competence in the task, offer them a special kind of win at a cost. Let the player suggest a consequence of their own.
Interesting.
Or you could offer up 2 suggestions and then let them decide.
Okay.
And I'm like, oh, it's the thing I've been doing. Sick.
Yeah. I like the have the player suggest their own.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that as a storyteller could be slightly more difficult because whether they mean to or not, sometimes players either go way too hard on themselves or way too soft on themselves. So it almost needs to become a negotiation very quickly.
Yeah. It's like hey, I'll let you do this. How much is this worth to you?
Right.
Like, what do you want to give up? Or what kind of complications? What's your thoughts?
I really need to shoot this guy. How about, like, I've been shooting a lot. We've been running around in this warehouse. I stumbled in that big mud puddle, whatever. How about not just my gun jams, but, like, the cylinder that holds the bullets explodes?
Okay, so then you'll be taking some, like, superficial damage.
Yeah, and I can't use my gun anymore.
Cool. Gun's gone. What's the modifier on the gun?
+3.
Cool, you're gonna take 3 superficial.
Ouch.
Like, sure, yeah. You can do this.
I'm missing a couple fingers now, but that dude's dead. So, like, that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's gun shrapnel
everywhere.
And you shrapnel also
everywhere.
So
yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, it was super fun.
These are also a good way to bring in things, if you're the one deciding, a good way to bring in things that you were already planning to do. You can still present them as an option, even though it's like, well, I was going to do this anyway, but we're going to just bump the start of this up a scene.
Oh, yeah, this is going back to the episodes of, like, planning Chronicles and stuff, where I was like, hey, guys, make a bunch of bullet points of things you want to do. This is a great, perfect opportunity to be like, the bullet point is now.
Haha.
Because sometimes I found players will opt for the narrative consequence or complication as opposed to the mechanical one. Because they think in the long run it's going to be less, because they don't think in the long run, they think in the short run, because they're like, I'm in a scene now, I'm going to die. The option that hurty less right now, yeah, give me that. And I'm like, oh, you are not a 2 marshmallows later kid, were you? Shit, that's funny. Sure. And then you're just like, haha, the plot hook has been engaged. Excellent. Yeah. Thank you. Give them a gold star. And they're like, what'd I do? Nothing, baby. You're perfect.
Pat.
They're also kind of right, though, if they were going to get... If this was something you were planning already. Like, the jaws were already going to snap on them. It's a do the jaws snap now or later, kid. Less of a 1 marshmallow now, 2 later. And more of a, do you want to get bit now or later?
Yeah, it reminds me of the, I'm trying to remember the name of the little toy, but it's a little toy crocodile with little teeth.
Oh,
that you push down.
The tooth game, where you're like a dentist. You
have dentist. Crocodile dentist.
Yeah. I don't know if that's the name, but I know what you're talking about.
I think that's what it was called in the UK, because I had a version of this in the UK, and then I had a version of this in the US, because I fucking loved this game when I was like 4.
It is a fun game.
It's super fun. But, yeah, it's like baby's first Jenga almost, kind of a situation.
It's like the equivalent of Operation.
Yeah, it's literally called Crocodile Dentist.
Sick. Yeah, so it's just like, do you want to press the tooth now? And they go, yeah, press. Nothing happened? I'm like, not yet. I'll take the croc now.
I feel like Crocodile Dentist might be a fun drinking game.
Dude, Crocodile Dentist is a great drinking game. I also low-key am a monster of a storyteller, and I'm like, I kind of want to add Crocodile Dentist as a mechanic in a TM game, just to fuck with people. I haven't quite decided how yet.
Well, you take it, and you just leave it, like, okay, push a tooth anytime somebody wants to succeed at a cost, or, whatever, and you don't reset it. Yeah. So every time someone does that, regardless of the whole table, you're more likely for it to snap.
Yeah, I kind of want to do it in a game where, like, one of the bad guys is a gangrel. So when the crocodile snaps, I go, okay, he's awake now. And they go, what?
Huh?
Who?
Don't worry about it.
You actually need to worry about it right now. Hey, guys, how fast is everybody? Just like, why are you asking? Other option, and this is a newer one that honestly I might start using because this is kind of fantastic, is tracker damage.
Okay.
So this is suggested on page 149. So the character can succeed at a task but they take at least half of the difficulty the roll would have been as superficial physical or willpower damage.
Interesting.
So this is a way to, like, opt out of having to do a roll and just kind of, like, keeping the narrative flow going.
I gotta jump off this roof.
Yeah.
And it's a 4-story roof. I do have, like, fortitude, but it's a 4-story roof.
Yeah, it's like, okay.
I don't have any acrobatics.
You have no
or
acrobatics.
athletics.
Okay, cool. This jump was normally going to be, like, 4 difficulty to, like, land it and not take any damage. But you have the fortitude. Did you go for the mental fortitude or the physical fortitude?
Oh, for the mental fortitude.
Oh, it's gonna suck.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you jump and land and keep going. It's just you're gonna take, like, 2 superficial.
Okay.
Yeah. There you go. See?
My ankles are fucked right now.
Yeah, running sucks. It already sucked. It's sucking more.
Yeah, you're walking around like me right now. I overdid it at the gym the other day.
Oh, that explains it.
Yeah, I'm walking like I was in a car accident.
Bro, your calves are just, like, tight.
He's walking like he's a robot. I'm thinking of craft work right now.
Oh, yeah, a little bit.
A little bit.
But it's just from the waist down, otherwise I'm fine.
Yeah.
But
It's a... But yeah, the tracker damage, this is to represent any injuries or exhaustion the character suffers while pursuing or pushing themselves to succeed. The damage received through this method can't be halved, so that's the only caveat to this. So. But I still think this is a really cool exchange of, like, either you're trying to keep the narrative flow going, or you're in a situation where a player does not have the dots to, like, roll well.
Right.
And they're like, but I really want to do this. And I'm like, okay, cool. I'll let you do it, but you're going to take, like, a couple of willpower damage because you're not good at studying. You don't read too good.
I'm sure, like, even in this jumping off the roof example, you could argue willpower damage. Because it's like, you hit, and it did not feel good.
It also scared the shit out of you, because you just jumped off 4 stories.
4-story fucking... Yeah, like, we know you're dead. We know that you knew your body was probably going to survive. But it's still, like, 30-some-odd feet.
Yeah, I would take an argument of doing a physical and a superficial willpower damage in that moment. Because, like, I'm like, oh, yeah, no, that's actually terrifying.
Right.
I don't know how many of you have stood on a 30-story building and looked down, or what would we say?
4-story. But
yeah,
that's just
still
about 36 feet.
36 feet?
Because a story is about 8 feet usually, I think.
Yeah. That's still, like, that's an uncomfy height.
Vaulted usually starts about 10.
Yeah. So depending on how big each of the levels is, like, yeah, that's still an uncomfy amount of height.
Yeah.
I'm not personally afraid of heights, except for a very specific range, which is a height of range where I know I will fall and take damage, but I'm not instantly dead. Yeah. Because I don't want to live through that. Yeah. That would fucking suck.
Just be kind of mostly pancaked.
Yeah, I don't want to be exploded on the ground like that. That fucking sucks. I'm like, if I'm gonna hit the concrete that hard, I just want it to be done.
Right.
So... Which is why I'm not afraid of flying.
I just have that song, Timmy's on the Rooftop.
No!
You know that one?
Yes.
That's so good. If you want to hear a great song, I'm going to post it in the Patreon.
Hell yeah.
It's like the ultimate dad psych rock band.
It really be like that. So, after all of that kind of stuff, there should be an accounting for the consequences of actions. You've decided to roll the bones, and the bones have been rolled.
The bones have chosen.
Yes. So... typically, the difficulty of action chart exists in the V5 core book. It is on page 119, and it is also on the official Vampire the Masquerade ST screen. So if you got one of those, handy dandy reference.
Nice.
But the quick overview is stuff that is easy is generally 1 to 2. Moderately difficult is 3 to 4. Things that are hard to do is 5 to 6. 7 and up is nearly impossible tasks.
Things that should not be able to be done.
Yeah, it's like, it's a non-0% chance it could happen, but like,
Yeah.
Good luck.
Good luck, babe. There is also a scale now in the Gehenna War book on page 150 for margins of success.
Oh, that's cool.
Which I think is neat. So if you get 0 successes, total fail, big oof.
Uh-oh.
Spaghetti-o. If you fail...
Not quite a crit fail, but about as bad as you could do otherwise.
Yeah. It's you fell in a face woof. In front of your crush. Like, it's awkward. Now...
She laughed.
If you fail and the margin is 4 or more negative, like you lose by 4 or more, the margin's that bad.
So that was that 1 on a 5 we were talking about earlier kind of situation.
It'd be...
1 success, so you'd be 4 under a 5.
Yeah, it would be that one. Sorry, my brain did not want to math. Yeah, so it'd be that situation we gave. It would be counted as a major disappointment, something a bystander would remember. So not only did you fall on your face in front of your crush, she giggled, took a photo of you, and walked away. Like, big oof, bad time. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Yes. Somebody will remember this.
You were trying to do a backflip. You landed on your face.
Yeah.
And now it's on the internet.
Yeah. Big complication. Not a good time. If you fail and the margin is 1 to 3 points of oof, this is a mild disappointment. You could offer a win at a cost, if you so desired, as the storyteller. But it's still not good. You just fall on your face.
Right.
Your crush laughs, but you could quickly dust yourself up and
keep moving on.
Move it. Keep it pushing. If you match, this is just considered a baseline win, and usually the instigator is the one who wins per the core book. Mm-hmm. So usually that'll be the player most of the time, instigating. So if you match,
they tend to be instigators.
Yeah, typically. If you win the margin of success in a range of 1 to 3 past the difficulty, this counts as a significant win, something a bystander could remember the character for. So you didn't fall in front of your crush. You did the cool party trick or whatever the fuck. I don't know.
You did the backflip.
You did the backflip.
And I love this guy who can do children's magic tricks.
Oh, God.
Where did that marble go?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know why I just made this person lame as shit. I didn't mean to. But they succeeded at it. For some reason, the girl finds this whimsical.
Good job.
I'm just assuming this person is a Red Letter Media fan, I guess. I don't fucking know.
New character, Malkavian, who is a children's magician in his human life.
Oh, no. Hopefully he's not a grief clown.
That's a magician, not clown.
That's fair. That's fair.
Hopefully he's not a grief magician.
Oh, no. Womp womp. So if you win a margin contest by 4 or more successes, it is considered an incredible win. Mm. This commands immediate attention or could be newsworthy or gossip-worthy. So
hell yeah.
These are other scales you can chuck in on if you want to make contests have slightly more weight to them. Mm-hmm. Or you're just like, oh, not only do you win, you get this other little extra goodie on top of it. And I'm like, oh, that's kind of...
People will be talking about you at Elysium.
Mm-hmm.
That marble trick was fucking wild. Like, how many marbles do you have in your sleeve, and where did they go?
Yeah, so now you're getting hired to do crime. They're just like, what? It's like, you got them hands.
People are like, is this guy a Tremere? I think he's doing real magic.
I think he's doing real magic.
Sorcery.
Yo, what's it?
It's like that. The handkerchief was... There, 2 of them were just tied together the whole time, guys. It's
it's fine. It's
everyone's
really
like,
okay.
Where'd it go?
Oh no! Sorry, you guys can't see the face Hunter was making while doing that sound.
It's good.
It's good though.
One of excitement and mild terror.
Yeah, as you should when the Malkavian's doing blood sorcery. It's like, when did he learn that?
Who gave him this?
That might be the scariest person to all of a sudden have blood sorcery.
Yeah.
Just how did that happen? And he's like, I learned it in a dream. And you're like, I can't argue with that.
How?
One of the voices in my head knows it and taught it to me.
One Malkavian on the cobweb knows blood sorcery, just starts teaching it to the others in day sleep.
Accidentally.
Or on purpose.
Or on purpose.
Yeah, there you go, guys. New plot. Mary Chrysler. So, what happened if fail? Storytelling with failure is accomplished by looking at it as an opportunity, presenting several ways to keep the story moving, and, in the case of action horror chronicles that this book supports, looking at the bigger picture of a fight to keep it tense and exciting. This is per the Gehenna War book on page 150.
Okay.
There's a whole little section talking about, like, what if fail? What if go bad? And I'm like, that's fine.
Yeah.
This is new opportunity for plot and story, which will have consider the following. There are always alternatives to every action, even if they're not ideal. So if you have a situation where characters try to break into a room, and they keep trying to be like larceny, and rolling bad, and rolling bad, and rolling bad, the plot doesn't stop because they couldn't pick the lock. Mm-hmm. There are other options to open the door, like kick it in.
You have a Brewha right here.
He's just been vibrating.
He's literally been like, this is what I do. This is what I do.
My time is now.
This is what I do.
I got these big boots.
They were meant for kicking.
Let me kick. But just because an action fails doesn't mean the entire mission or scene needs to stop dead in its tracks.
Right.
That is a big pitfall I've seen over the years of storytelling, is storytellers will be like, I've built this dungeon. Usually it's a D&D problem. Mm-hmm. And these players need to get past my puzzle.
Bum, 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 bum.
And they're like, I got a puzzle for 3rd graders. Turns out the players are fucking morons. I've been the moron. It's okay. It happens.
Yeah.
Everyone's a little too drunk and you're just like, I can't figure out this riddle. And the whole time, the DM's just sitting there, just like, the answer is crab. There are so many crab statues in this room. Just say crab. Please just say crab. You're playing Pictionary in the dumbest way possible.
Could you describe the room for me? What do you see around there? Oh, I see a crab statue. What crazy, the door opened. Great job.
Good job. You just had to say crab louder. I didn't pick it up the first time. Turns out the arcane lock is hard of hearing, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, that's something that, like, especially if you're running kind of action, adventure, horror sequences, that could come up as a problem where it's like, I need these players to find the Maltese Falcon.
Mm-hmm.
And then they all roll like fuck. They don't find the goddamn Maltese Falcon, and you're just like, my entire plot needs them to find this goddamn Falcon. That's fine. That game doesn't have to stop. You could have a whole sequence with the party just being like, oh, didn't find a falcon, kicks little rocks, sad. And then somebody has like, I have an idea, an awful idea. What if we just kick that guy to death? And you're like, yeah, I guess that gets you back to the falcon.
Yeah.
Or, you give players time to ruminate and lick their wounds, and then you go, hey guys, give me an int and larceny roll, just as you're like thinking over like how the crime went bad.
Mm-hmm.
And they go, oh, we didn't check the cabinet. Oh, we're dumb.
The cabinet. It literally had the picture of the Maltese Falcon on it. I didn't think about it.
Thought it was the other cabinet.
Yeah, I thought it was the other.
You just wait, you can circle back. The entire game does not have to stop because the roll was beefed.
Right.
It is okay. Also, keep an open mind for creative solutions or allow the characters to step up into the spotlight. You could have the pick the lock moment where the larceny character's picking the lock, they beef it. Bruja's like, all right, my time. Time to kick the door.
Mm-hmm.
They go to kick it, they also beef it.
Thunk.
Turns out it was a steel door and he was not ready.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, I don't know what to do. And then you have, like, the nerdy little, like, Nosferatu character just like, God damn it, guys. And they just, like, take a little hammer and pick, and they just, like, tink the, like, the hinge pins out. And they're like, all right, the door's open.
Or they know.
Mm-hmm.
No, guys, you gotta kick right below where the door
you gotta kick
handle is.
You gotta kick
you
right
can't
there.
kick it dead center.
Mm-hmm.
It's just dissipating all your force throughout the door. You gotta put it right where it's stuck.
They pull out a sticker sheet, put a little banana sticker on the door. Kick the banana.
Now try again, Bruja boy.
And he's like, all right, time to go.
The failures, there's now a banana sticker on the door that leads them back.
Oops.
The city's now looking for the banana bandit. They're just banana stickers at a bunch of crime scenes.
Turns out the Nosferatu's been doing this, like, secret 4D chess move of planting banana stickers to obfuscate.
Frame you.
To frame somebody, because they're like, listen, no one's ever going to think it's me.
Why would I have
banana sticker
stickers?
is too whimsical. So everybody's expecting, like, a dumbass Malkavian doing all these crimes. They're like, why else would you leave a banana sticker?
Doesn't make any sense.
Several.
Yeah.
Who is this banana bandit? I hate this so much, but it's so dumb.
That's great.
So good. Also, consider a failure now could become an opportunity for later. So, failure is still information.
Yes.
Dialogue and story beats are not locked in place like they are in a video game, which is another storytelling narrative mechanical issue I've noticed, where people are so used to doing narrative TTRPG or video game RPGs, where if you fail the dialogue tree, you're like, well, I guess I've just lost that character forever, and they fuck off.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm not locked into a sequence of dialogue options as your storyteller because my data disk can only hold so many lines of dialogue.
Right.
We can try other options. You can shoot your shot again. You can try and argue for things to go in a different angle, or you as a storyteller don't have to be like, well, I needed the players to ask this question specifically. They didn't ask it, or they beefed it and they fucked the social roles.
Yeah.
They were just done with this primogen forever, I guess. Throw that character away. Don't.
I wish I hadn't spent 4 hours writing up their backstory last night.
Yeah.
Oh well.
It's like, until final death, that character's still viable.
Yeah.
Now you have a potential one dot adversary.
Right.
Now, where they're like, I don't hate you enough to do anything, but I certainly don't like you. I'll give you the job, but I'm not gonna pay you as much.
Right.
Because you're a fucking moron.
Well, I mean, it could even be almost like a reset on the relationship. Maybe they were doing a great job and then they fucked it up, and so now they're like, well,
yeah,
you're going back to the bottom. Do the mook jobs for a couple weeks, prove that you're actually competent.
Yeah, or, the players could, through the failure, go, well, I failed, but a non-result is still a result, and that says something. So if this guy won't talk to us, that might mean that they're working with so-and-so. And you're just like, you guys connected dots I wasn't planning on, but sure, I'm going to take your dots and go, yeah.
Great job.
And it's like, you failed, but you still were able to, like,
figure some stuff out, yeah.
Yeah. So you can flip a player failure into lots of different options. You're not locked into a sequence, per se. Even if you're running a module that's pre-written. They're more guidelines than actual rules. That's the fun of the narrative.
Yay.
So calibrating failures. If action sequences push for more dice rolls, which is what they're going to do, this will generate more failures. And it may be worth adjusting the rules usage of the game to avoid repetitive consequences or slowing down gameplay. Because typically, game will be like, if you're shooting a gun, you need to roll dice every time. So it'd be like, I fired, and I fired again, and I missed, and I fired, and I missed. I did this several times. That gets boring sometimes.
It can be frustrating for players, like...
Yeah.
Especially if they built the character to do the thing, and they're just rolling poorly for some reason.
Yeah. So consider offering, instead for failures, harsh narrative consequences, kind of like what you were saying, Skipper, which would be a temporary loss of background dots, such as status, influence, allies, etc. You can opt to swap out a bestial failure for a hunger instead.
Oh, okay. The beast literally burns through some of your blood, or you have to burn through some of your blood.
Tamp it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
so
cool.
Way, instead of bringing the whole action sequence to a screeching stop because somebody is now freaking the fuck out.
Yeah.
You can just be like, you hungry now? And just like, shit. Shit talk, no.
Oh,
Bad.
damn. What if they're at Hunger 5?
Yeah. Oh.
Then you decide...
Which frenzy do you want?
Yeah, that's a little calibrative dialogue you can have.
Right.
Yeah, which one of these do you think will slow things down less?
Which, depending on the action sequence, maybe shaking your friend up and throwing them like a fucking soda pop.
Oh, yeah.
Into a room full of the problem and just go, we're just gonna let Greg go bananas. Sure. You know what?
He's getting real upset about, like, not being able to kick doors all day. Just pretend they're doors, man. Shove.
Pretend they're doors and they're also your father. Go.
They all have a banana sticker on them.
No! You could also opt to swap out a messy crit for a regular failure. If you want to give a devil's bargain of like, hey, you got a messy crit, everybody's like, I can't afford to get the mission, I need to pick the lock. I gotta be quiet, I can't afford. Right. You could just be like, oh, you don't pick the lock.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, okay, cool. So you just step back, go, okay, didn't pick the lock. Greg, sticker. You know what's up. Just Pavloving a Brujah to have unconditional or uncontrollable rage to bananas.
Sticker.
And just banana-shaped objects is fucking wild.
Especially because vampires have heightened senses. What if they're scented stickers? So there's like smell that artificial banana, like candy smell, and they just go feral.
Somebody walks by with a Laffy Taffy, and they just tear them apart.
We gotta keep Greg inside. It's Halloween.
That could be a failure. Someone walks by with a Laffy Taffy.
Oh no!
While you're trying to do something, and it takes everything in your body to not.
Yeah, could also offer to let the player suggest consequences for the action of their own failures. So it's like, okay, you failed, but instead of you being like, I did bad, I kick rocks, it's like, okay, tell me how this is a fuck up for you, like, physically, and, like, what that means to your character internally, and then see if, like, maybe your coterie mates pick up that this is, like, a particularly moment for you, and they might have a, hey, dog, you good? You had a whole wholesome moment.
Yeah. Greg kicks the door, it doesn't break. Again. And he's like, dude, I spent, like, so much money on these boots, and I've been really working out my legs. I really thought I could kick some fucking doors.
Look, are you really upset that you can't kick this door, or is it because you feel like you have no effects on the world around you?
I just want some change, man.
See, yeah, right there. Yeah, I just want things to get better. It's like, I know, bud. Pat.
Pat.
You want to try the door one more time?
Yeah.
Okay.
And as a storyteller, you could even, like, mildly reward them. Say, take an extra die, because you're, like, amped up on your buddy.
Yeah, your coder mate, like, helped you out, and just like, you know what? You are worth the banana sticker. He's like, fuck yeah.
2 banana stickers.
Damn, let's go!
Big day.
Yeah.
Big day.
Big day, 2 banana sticker day. It could also let the players choose compulsions to guide the scene. Because, if, they get the kind of failure where compulsion would come up, you'd be like, cool, what compulsion makes the most sense for your character in this moment? Let them pick how it go ouch.
Mm-hmm.
Also, give compulsions different deadlines or oddly specific directives. Was a big thing they suggested. I'm like, honestly, I kind of loved that. Because some of the compulsions are a little vague.
Learn a secret.
Yeah, learn a secret. And if you just want to, change it up a bit, be like, you need to get a secret from that guy.
Mm-hmm.
And this will continue until you get that guy. Or, if you want to give, an odd deadline instead of it being like, oh, for the scene, it could be, until so-and-so arrives, because you're supposed to be tailing this person at this bar, but they're not going to arrive until X time. So it's until then, you're just kind of fuming and pacing.
Right.
Which is making everyone else in the club uncomfortable.
I like that.
Which could add, difficulties to trying to stealth, because everybody in the bar is like, this guy, looks like a school shooter.
It is 98 degrees with, 84% humidity. Why is he wearing a heavy leather duster?
And just, pacing.
Is
he trying to get his steps in?
I don't trust it.
I would just assume he's on a mix of Coke and X at that point.
Yeah. It's
That's a common club event.
True.
Someone in too much leather. Just overdoing a little bit in pacing.
Just an NPC walks up hey man, did you want some, water? Are you good? And then they, break a mortal in half, and you're just oh, no!
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Lots of options. So other useful thing for storytellers, the Messy Crit and Bestial Fail skills table. In the Gehenna War book on it's 154 and 155. 2 tables.
Hell yeah.
2 parts, 2 table. These offer some fun alternatives when failing to achieve goals with various skill sets.
Okay.
So, there's a whole table. I didn't want to read the whole table because that fucking sucks. I'm just going to share 3 of my favorites, and it's 1 from each, a physical, a social, and a mental.
Okay.
So, stealth. The beast urges a character to watch for potential prey while hidden.
Okay.
So the beast will fail is you're stealthing, you are not paying attention to your job anymore, and you're just food. Must find food.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. Or the beast forces the character to reveal itself too early, either for an attack or for a hunt. It's like a kitty when they're gonna pounce and they're just bih.
Yeah.
Bih, 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 bih.
I like that.
Just blow your cover entirely because you're snack!
Right.
And you're oh no! So I thought those were cool.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Persuasion beast fails. The beast gives the character's argument predatory force.
So
you get a little too excited about what you're saying.
Less of a persuasion and more of a threat, but in a very nice way.
Just, hey, buddy, have you thought about maybe just fucking listening for once in your goddamn life?
Because I really think you fucking should.
Yeah, which that's a terrifying tone of voice, and I'm so sorry, everyone. Also, the other option is the beast reduces the character to begging and empty threats. So just a very desperate, just please, 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 please.
Right.
Yeah.
I like that.
Those are kind of fun. I kind of enjoy moments where the beast makes a character very deeply uncool.
Yeah.
Because it's just another way of showing how just fucked this thing in your head is, because it's it doesn't care about you.
Right.
At all.
Mm-hmm.
It just wants what it wants.
Uh-huh.
The only reason it cares about you is because it's in you.
Yeah, you are the meat suit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll fight to keep you alive, but it does not give a shit about your social standing.
No,
or your brain.
Your dignity, any trauma you might have.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. So you're gonna beg like a good little boy until you get what I want.
Pat.
And it's that's the thing in your head, and now you are gonna be the saddest, wettest person, saddest, wettest cat of a person for a few minutes. Then finance, which I thought this was funny/interesting, which is the beast treats financial analysis and appraisement like a hunt, hoping to trap a victim. So you just get very yes, good, the stocks.
Kind of American Psycho.
Oh yeah, very much so. Or the other option, the beast demands action on a transaction now, ruining the entire plan for the character. So the beast makes you be a Karen.
Okay.
And I'm like, oh, that's fascinating.
Yeah.
Or it's I don't care. When the bank opens, I want that fucking receipt now.
Or he's trying to do what is it? Short. Mm-hmm. He's trying to short stocks.
Yeah.
And it's just like, he's like, I know it's going to peak in 4.5 hours or whatever. And then rolls, he's like, fuck it, sell.
Yeah.
And instead of getting a fuck ton of money, he's more broke now.
Yeah, or just kind of broke even.
Right.
And you're just like,
damn.
It kind of reminds me, I'll avoid deep spoilers, but on Kindred the Embraced, there was the Bruja Primogen who they were making this big plan to off a character. And after explaining everything to him, he's like, but I want him dead now.
Yeah.
Ignoring, like, everything the entire scene had talked. He's like, no, but he needs to die now.
Like, now.
We have this plan. It might take a year, but it will work.
Or,
period.
like, within a couple of weeks. Like,
right.
We just need to let the thing.
Like, just gotta stew for a second.
No, they die tonight.
Right. And you're just like, hey.
They won't live to see another sunset.
Either they won't live or I won't live. It's like, buddy, what the fuck?
Dude, he gave you a parking ticket. Why is it this intense?
That is $90. It's important. It's like, it's not about the $90. It's about my dignity. I'm like, I think it's really about the $90.
I can just lend you $90, man.
Like, money is pointless. So, highly recommend that chart. Definitely clip those pages and throw it in your little ST cheat sheet things. Like, it's a good little reference tool. Hell the fuck yes. Other mechanics for action-heavy chronicles. The Gehenna War book offers a decent review with the combat section from the core book within it, which is nice, but I definitely recommend having those together for just quick references and whatnot. The new stuff, though, from the Gehenna War books. My favorite thing so far is zones. Fucking love this. So it's on page 58. So basically it gives descriptions to spaces and distance that can have a mechanical function. So this is a way to run combat in a theater of the mind kind of a setting, but in a way where there's like some logistical notes and there's also some like environmental effects.
Okay, cool. I like this.
Which is dope, because a lot of people still get shitty about me bringing up battle mats in a VTM game.
They're so good!
It's nice. Well, like, for our group, it's been good, because y'all are kind of tactical fucknuts, and it's just easier for me to whack a map down and go, warehouse, big rectangle, office here, door here, boxes here, where the fuck are you?
Right.
This is a way you can do this kind of verbally, if you want, or if you just want to have a vague, like, illustration, or a vague floor plan, or you could post a picture of, like, a field, whether the field is actually a field, or just a vague picture of a warehouse, a vague picture of a mansion. And then you can kind of describe each zone as a given area.
Okay. And
you can break up as many zones as you want for whatever the combat situation or action sequence is going to be. I think this would also work if you're doing, like, an Ocean's 11 kind of a sneaky, we're trying to steal something from the prince, we're doing an Elysium, so the Elysium room has, like, different zones that have different effects. I think this is cool.
Yeah.
So before a conflict will happen, the ST must declare the zones if they're going to use them. So any number of characters can be in any particular zone, provided the space isn't small. So if you're in a situation where it's, like, a ballroom and then there's a hallway, the hallway might have some limits on how many people can be in there, as opposed to the ballroom. Theater, make it work. It's whatever makes sense for y'all in the space. Physical attacks can only happen between characters within the same zone.
Makes sense.
Ranged attacks can happen up to 3 zones away, depending upon the weapon's range. Bracket, you may need to discuss with the table to clarify this before combat, because the section that describes the ranged combat didn't really give an option on how far a weapon's range would count per zone or not.
Right.
So that might be a quick calibration talk, because...
I mean, shooting at something 3 zones away with a sniper rifle is going to be a lot easier than something 3 zones away with a handgun.
Yeah. But, you know, if that same thing, you might take a minus for shooting a sniper rifle within the same zone.
Sure.
Because you're too close.
Meh. They're unwieldy and...
Yeah, just to prevent there being any issues if you have a character at your table that uses a lot of ranged weapons, just make sure you're all on the same page for that.
Yeah.
Moving from one zone to another is a 2 dice minor action with an additional dice per extra zone of travel, unless the zones are particularly large.
Okay.
So if you have a zone that's like literally a football field,
yeah,
that might require more space. Where it's like, Like, there's the stands as a zone, the football field's a zone, and then there's, like, the locker rooms as another zone.
Right.
For example, if you're going across the football field, I'd be like, that might be 3 or 4 minor, depending, like, how you want to move across the field.
Right.
If that's the case, just make sure that is also clarified before the combat starts, just so everybody's on the same page. Reminder, some actions might not warrant a full exchange, but they are all not minor enough to justify being for free. That's the thing that sometimes happens in action sequences, and this can be like reloading guns, taking basically like a 5-foot step.
Right.
Things like that, where it's like, it's small enough to count towards like a fraction of time of your turn, but it's not something significant enough that I could see justifying a roll.
Right.
Where it's like, I'm drawing out a knife, I'm pulling out a grimoire.
Right.
So that's where minor actions kind of come in. So if you need to double check, the minor action rules are the core book, page 298, and then there's additional rules for them in the Gehenna War book, page 54. Sorry guys, I was trying to read my book. Yeah, so I think I might... Oh, sorry, Hunter.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I may have... Yeah, I forgot. I was going to copy paste to describe what the minor actions were, like, with the dice mechanics. I didn't, because I'm a hack and a fraud. I'm sorry, guys. But...
How dare.
Basically, and this is where, like, some of the celerity stuff comes in, because they're like, oh, yeah, you can do minor actions for free with certain celerity things. Because you just go...
Right.
But yeah, so you can kind of discuss in the moment as it's going, depending on what the minor action is, how many dice that action would be. And basically, when you're taking a minor action, it's kind of akin to a bonus action in D&D.
Okay.
It's kind of in that vein. But basically, depending on the bonus act or the minor action you're doing, it will just remove dice from your dice pool.
So if I need to reload and then shoot,
yeah,
it would be -1 to your dice.
-1 or -2, depending on like how you want to rule that.
Mm-hmm.
Because it could be okay, you have how many dice or how many dots in firearms for? Yeah, just 1 die.
Right.
If you're somebody that's got like, I got 1 dot in firearms, like it might be a 2, just because you're not as like accustomed to doing that. Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah. And then you can proceed to do your main action. So, with that, going back to zones. Each zone can have up to 3 environmental bonuses for a total of a +3, and up to 3 environmental negatives for a total of -3. The book gives a couple of examples of what these options could be. So for positives, a balcony gives a +2 bonus to long-range firearms attacks. A gas leak in the area also gives a +1 to setting things on fire. And then for negatives, muddy roads inflict a -2 penalty to drive checks, or a fire room inflicts a -3 penalty to terror frenzy checks.
Okay.
So there's, I don't know where you're having your sequences in, and I don't know what factors there are. You figure the fuck out.
Right.
But I just thought these were good, like, hard, fast rules of, like, who's where, how to do, combat turns, that kind of shit.
What do you think you would do if you were in, like, a flooded basement and you were doing melee combat?
I might give, like, a -1, I might give a -1 to just, like, maneuvering. So if you're doing, like, brawl checks, I might give brawl checks or, like, any kind of dex athletics movements. I might give a -1 just because you're having to, like, slug through the water. But then I would give, like, a +1 to causing electrical damage.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, bunch of different options. Also, a new kind of attack, a brutal attack.
Ooh!
Page 55. In certain combat situations, a vampire player may lose their beast upon waves of enemies in exchange for risking their humanity.
Oh, kind of like what we talked about earlier.
Yeah!
Cool.
It's cool.
Get him, Greg.
Get him, Greg. Shook him up like a fizzy pop. When facing waves of mortal combatants, mindless corpses, or animals, the player can choose to pin one of their hunger dice at a 10.
Oh.
Setting it aside with that face up before rolling the rest of their pool. This dramatically increases the odds of a messy critical, which should incur stains based upon their chronicle tenants as normal.
Oh, cool.
Mm-hmm.
One thing I don't like about that.
Yeah, what's up?
I don't know how going beast mode on mindless corpses would incur a moral humanity stain. The others make sense.
I think it's more of like less what you're doing and more that you are willingly giving yourself to the beast for a moment.
Okay.
Yeah, and it also depends on the player's chronicle tenants or personal tenants, I would say.
Yeah.
Because if you have a chronicle tenant of a beast am, less the beast I become, yeah, you're gonna, I gotta.
Yeah.
No. Or if you're already like lower on the humanity scale anyway, it's like,
yeah.
you're past the point of caring about.
Yeah, if you're lower on humanity, I might not
Right.
make you take a stain unless there's a chronicle tenet about that. If you're higher humanity, I might, because then you're just like, oh, what have I done with my hands?
Yeah. My hands are bloody.
Yeah, but if you have a chronicle tenet about, always protecting the coterie and you're going beast mode while, like, your homies are behind you trying to figure out an escape, I'd probably just let it cook. Just being like, okay, cool, as long as you don't, like, roll anything fucked up.
Right.
You're basically sacrificing yourself for your friends, which is yay.
Which is technically a noble thing.
Yeah.
So...
But if your thing is, like, protect the innocent and you're tearing apart a bunch of humans, then maybe not.
Yeah, if you're going a la carte on a bunch of security guards...
Yeah.
I might make you take a stand for that, because you're just like, fuck them. And I'm like...
Well...
Yes, but no! So, yeah, play that by ear, but I think that's a fun, essentially a combat maneuver option. So if a player wants to declare that I'm gonna do a brutal attack, boom, puts down their 10, and you're just like, alright, spicy roll.
Let's go.
Let's go. There's also newly suggested combat pools, which is fun. More suggested weird pools. Each of these suggested pools includes a setup that should be done to be able to access this as an action, which I think is a kind of a cool mechanic that if storytellers want to expand upon that for other things.
Oh, can I ask a question about our last thing?
Yes, the brutal attack?
Yes. I assume, I mean, I'm going to guess that, yeah, but what is the benefit to doing the brutal attack? Beyond like possibility having a really cool like story moment.
You're pinning a 10.
Oh yeah, duh. Okay.
Yeah, so you're guaranteeing
at least a success. Yeah.
Which is like cool, but the spicy thing is
if you roll one more 10,
it's a hunger 10.
Yeah.
So you're like
almost.
It's like if you get another 10, it's a messy crit.
Yeah. Just okay. My bad. For some reason I didn't. My brain was like, it's a 10. Anyway.
Yeah.
Oh,
you're okay. You're okay. I maybe didn't explain it correctly the first time.
I think you got it.
But yeah, so I'm not going to give away all of these, like, the dice pools in the book that are on page 55, but here's some of my favorites, which is 1, dirty fighting. We love that shit. It suggests manipulation with either brawl, firearms, or melee, on how you're going. And the setup requirement to be able to access this should be a totally unexpected attack mid-banter. So the setup should be a totally unexpected attack mid-banter or a successful test of wits and insight or composure and streetwise to set up a sucker punch.
Okay.
So it gives you a couple of options of a way to just be like, yeah, see, thing, pocket sand.
Right.
And I'm
I like this.
That's cool. So that's a fun way to go about that. There's also seize the advantage, which is wits plus either brawl, firearms, or melee. And the setup requirement is the character has spotted a weakness in their adversary. A prior successful test of composure and awareness helps spot a flaw in the opponent's fighting style. So if you spent time earlier in the game, like, paying attention to the person and you clock something, make a note of it. And then later go, hey, I see, remember when I passed this test earlier and I know this thing about this guy? And they go, oh, fuck yeah.
Cool.
Do the thing. And there's also Last Stand, which is resolve plus brawl, firearms, or melee, which the setup for that is the attacker has been reduced to their last health level.
Oh, damn.
Which I'm like, that's metal as shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, oh, you're gonna do this maneuver? Hell, I as a storyteller might be like, I might give you extra bonus die for just being like, I'm nutting the fuck up. We are here for these streets. Knock if you buck, if you will. But yeah, so those are the ones I wanted to highlight. There's also a bunch of other mechanical goodies to check out in the book, including deadlier explosive rules.
Yeah.
Okay. Expanded rules for car chases, explosions, technical issues, and bystanders.
Ooh. Yay, bystanders.
Because collateral damage
is a thing.
Yes, it is. Also, more stats for even heavier weapons.
Good.
There's now weapons that have +6 damage modifiers.
Fucking hell.
What, like a rocket
Get
launcher?
that bitch a cannon. Bitches love cannons.
Okay.
Which is cool.
I guess if we're going into actual war.
Yeah. Bitches love yeah, it's literally that. I'm like, oh no. There's also now stats and some lore and rules for legendary weapons that exist amongst the vampires that have lore implications and things, which is cool. There's also prototype weapons stolen from the Second Inquisition.
Also cool.
Or you could also give them to the Second Inquisition.
Or, you can give those Second Inquisition or crack open the SI book and throw those at your players too.
Or the werewolf stole some from the technocracy and now they're after you.
Whoops.
A werewolf with a laser rifle.
I love that album cover. I hate it as a player. I don't want it. Werewolf with a plasma rifle. I'm so good.
Let's go.
I'm so good.
Love it.
So yeah, that's the mechanical benefits from within the Gehenna Wars book as of recording date. How are we all feeling about
Yeehaw!
this?
I really want to dig into this book more.
I'm
Hell yeah.
ready for hyper-violence.
Yeah!
Let's go!
We've had the politicking, but now your politicking can be done with this gun I found.
Ah!
Or Troyle's sword.
Oh.
That's on the list.
Is it really?
Yes. And I went, oh, that's spicy meatball.
That is special.
Damn. I looked up Werewolf with a Laser Rifle, but it's
Uh-huh.
all AI art
Gross.
Damn.
and a couple furry
Gross.
drawings of there's a lot of SS suits for some reason.
Not terribly surprised.
Werewolf furries seem to like to be like the werewolf of the
What?
SS. I don't know.
I mean,
Not my culture, but it's not the first time I've seen this. So
I have enjoyed a Nazi exploitation film, but usually in the haha, look at these fucking morons,
Yeah.
and then they all get murdered at the end, and it's great.
Yeah.
But I guess they're doing a Issa She-Wolf the SS horny. Like,
Yeah.
Look at me, I'm in the leather, and I'm like, you're a fascist. Fuck you.
Yeah.
And I hate Nazi furs. I hate Nazis. We don't have to add the subject of furs. I'm like, no.
Just period.
Yeah. Nazis, a group of NPCs that I will always allow players to do harm to and never give them states.
One shot. Go ahead.
Go for it, man. I think that's fair.
Yeah.
It's like, that's why we have a Gehenna War book.
I mean,
That's
honestly,
violence.
like, let's be real.
Yes.
Even if you have the whole, like, don't harm the innocent,
Yeah.
they're Nazis.
Yeah.
They're not innocent.
No, their entire ideology is predicated on a death cult that is going to involve the annihilation of most people on the planet, let alone any individual group. And I'm like, oh yeah, no.
Bye.
Goodbye.
You are the weakest link.
Yes, and there are more things lore-wise in the Gehenna War book, but we're getting into that next episode. It's
excitement music.
Yes,
Hmm?
it's pretty metal.
So that was some excitement.
Yeah.
You know, it's also excitement music. Paralyzed.
Yeah.
We'll do our theme song. I feel
This
like
is
it's
true.
a good action intro.
Honestly,
Honestly, I feel like a fight sequence just to our intro song would be kind of metal. I feel like it would be a good fight song.
Yes, yes.
Mhm.
Hell yeah. It's like we've been setting up, we've been ready for this.
Accidentally, we were ready.
People thought we were, it's like, oh, you here for the sad gay vampire times? I'm like, yeah, but what if they also had a gun?
Yeah, but mine really likes machetes.
Yeah, that's how we're working through the trauma. And I'm like, okay.
This is called hammer therapy.
Yes, and a hammer for you, and a hammer for you, and a hammer for me. It's a little treat.
Yeah. Now let's
Time-
go see that guy.
I'm gonna go play Bash the Fash. What? I've been
It's a
on
great
one.
game. I'll show you. Come on.
Yes, it just felt like a fun also follow with the Banu Hakim where half of their clan is like, I do a stab,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I'm like, yeah, the stab time is now.
I mean, if we were gonna do like a cool, occulty, like BPD,
Yeah, BPRD.
BPRD. Thank you.
Yeah,
Like a
Bipolar
BPRD.
disorder?
Yeah.
We're gonna do like a cool bipolar.
I
Yeah.
mean, nah.
bipolar disorder is a struggle.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But-
BPRD.
BPRD. If we wanted to do that, I mean, with right after Banu Hakim, perfect.
Yes.
Throw a Tremere in there, I guess, if you have to. Hopefully they'll die first. But this stuff is perfectly timed for that. 'Cause
Oh yes,
if you're gonna do lots of Banu Hakim in a chronicle,
yes,
they gonna be fighting.
they're gonna be fighting. They might even be fucking. Who knows?
I mean, there's a good chance.
Yeah, but it's,
I need to go to Zone 4, the fuck room.
the fucking. Yeah, but there's lore stuff that is cool for all of the sects, and there's also some notes about the Ashira a little bit.
Okay then.
About them. Stuff with the Anarchs. There's even new folks on the battlefield, and you're just like, who the fuck? We may have highlighted one of them with the Zamitsi episodes.
Ooh.
Hey guys, you know what'd be really, really fuck your players up for a night? And they're like, oh yeah, we're in this vampire fight where there's like guns and it's a lot of like John Woo Gun Fu, John Wick bullshit. And then a guy kicks a door in a full set of plate mail with a fucking claymore.
I figured that too. You were talking
Yep.
about.
And you're just
Hell
like,
yes.
who the fuck is this guy? and he murders everyone. And you're like, oh,
They shoot him 4 or 5 times. Doesn't matter.
No, the bullets go through the plate armor. He ain't gonna care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's actually just upset you damaged his plate.
Yeah.
Right.
I worked really hard on this plate.
Cleft in half.
Anyways, like I was saying. I'm getting better at the Slavic accents.
It's good. It's good. Yeah, yeah.
You're getting there.
I'm getting there. Anyways, I hope you guys are hyped for the lores and the stories, and because I'm like, oh my god, these mechanics, yay!
Yeah, this is exciting stuff.
Hell yeah!
I personally really like actiony vampire stuff. I think like while I love the politicking and I love the drama and I love the trauma and all that, like they're vampires with super cool powers. And a lot of those super cool powers are kind of built around doing things physically.
Yeah, like a third of your stat sheet is
Yeah.
just for physical activity.
Right. And so this like really helps give, I mean, I don't know, we already talked about it, but it helps give people who might not be physical ways to interact with the physical actiony shit.
Yeah.
And it seems like it's giving more flesh for those combat-y characters.
Yeah.
Which is rad.
Yeah, and you can run action horror in a bunch of different kind of subgenre ways, where you can do like a Dead Alive, you can do Resident Evil kind of shit. You can also do The Mummy, the bisexual classic film, where, you know, there's one guy running around fighting mummies with a sword, there's another girl doing a one-on-one fight, and then there's Jonathan with the book just shittily translating. Just like, fuck. That is an entirely valid sequence.
Oh, yeah.
Which is dope as shit. But yeah. If you appreciate us, we do exist on social medias. We have Blue Sky at blankbodies. We have TikTok at blankbodies podcast and Instagram at blankbodiespod. We are also sponsoring a charity event
At Gen Con.
right before Gen Con. It's like, well, it's on trade day, so technically Gen Con, but normal folks don't go to that. That's industry folks.
This is also open to people who don't have a Gen Con pass.
Does not require a badge.
You're in Indy at the time and want to come hang out.
Come by.
Yeah, we got cool bands that fuck. We have a drag artist doing a game show for us that will also fuck.
Ooh.
And then we have If You Want Away doing comedy, and they also fuck.
Ooh.
Which is great. We also have a silent auction. We've gotten thousands of dollars of merch from various game companies, including Renegade. So if you want to get goodies and whatnot, there's candles, there's dice things, there's art. Our delightful Brian, who does Reroll Wordworks, has donated some boxes.
Hell yes.
I got one right in front of me. They're great.
Yeah, they're great.
They're little coffins.
Yeah, and if you cannot make it due to scheduling conflicts or a lack of transport to Indianapolis, we do have a link on the page for Power Word Resist. That is just a straight dono link that we're giving the money to Gender Nexus to support queer and gender diverse folks here in Indiana, as well as RAIN, which is a charity org that helps people that are survivors of SA and human trafficking and all that kind of stuff. So,
fuck, yes. Fuck, yes.
Yes. Helping folks. The administration's like, no, fuck you. And we're just like, no, fuck you. Uno reverse.
Haha!
We're having a cool event. So hell yeah. Please, if you're able to come, please buy tickets. You can buy them at the website. Every time you buy a ticket, Werewolf Daddy has less stress.
Yay!
Just watching that man being like, oh god, we just launched, I need to sell these tickets. And I'm like, yeah. And if you can't buy or donate, share.
Yeah.
Please.
Get your friends to buy tickets.
Get your friends to buy tickets.
We need to buy so many tickets that we get him stressed in the opposite direction. If we don't have enough places to put these people.
Yeah, I'm also emceeing the show, so I have to be funny for 3 goddamn hours.
Ha 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 ha.
I'm just running sound.
Yeah,
the bands.
yeah.
And I'm hanging out.
You're in your lane, which is good.
Yeah.
Watching
and I appreciate
security.
Yeah, and John, you can say hi to John at the door. There's also going to be a cash bar, so ayo.
Wee.
So I can't use a card, is what you're saying?
I don't know if they have a tab. I'm just saying the drinks aren't included with the tickets.
Oh, okay.
I see.
Yeah, but there'll be drinks and snackies.
Snackies.
Yeah.
Anyway, I guess
Give
I should
money
probably...
to good things.
Yeah. Have we
Speaking
talked
of
about our Patreon?
Yeah, speaking of giving
Oh,
money to
okay.
good things, us.
Hey.
We're good things.
Yeah.
We try.
And if you like the show over here, we do have a Patreon. It gets you all kinds of stuff. Discord titles, the ability to vote in polls that determine what we're covering on the show, like we mentioned at the beginning.
With the wheel.
We're doing our last clan poll, which is the Caitiff versus the Thin Bloods.
That will be closed by the time this is out.
Same day.
Same day, okay.
You might, if you listen to it in the AM, you might be able to catch it. But because I don't put it up till I wake up on release day. So
that's fair.
But yeah, so after that, though, we're going to start doing NPC polls and location polls. So the polls are not over. We're actually just going to diversify the types of polls we do. We wanted to get through all the clans because it's so core to the show. But
yes. Also, there will be some special polls for the Hakata.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. We got to make some Hakata decisions.
We got to make family decisions.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. So many fingers clasped together.
Spaghetti pinchies. But yeah, also for patrons, you get access to show notes. You get to go to the Patreon chats to get little hints on what we're recording, and also give us input, and like you chat amongst yourselves, and we share memes and bullshit like that.
Mm-hmm.
We also have Patreon goals that we are working towards. If you get to us to $7.50 a month, we're gonna get an enamel pin for everybody who's a patron. If you get us to 1,000, we are planning on doing video travel vlog, like Indianapolis is a locale in World of Darkness, so we'll go show you the things.
Hell yeah.
It is due to your guys' donations that we got to 500 a month, and that's why I have to do a script every fucking week now. Whee! Which is great, but also the fuck else? Oh, so by day of recording, we are wrapping up our shirt pre-orders.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll be done by the time this is out. So those of you who pre-ordered, thank you. We appreciate you. I will be locking in everybody's orders and then shifting the pre-orders to regular merch shop.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting on the sticker packs, by the way, guys. I'm really sorry. Apparently the sticker company I ordered from got fucked by the tariffs, and they're waiting for materials to make some of our stickers. So that is happening at the speed of boat right now.
Boat.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks.
Boating.
Fuck Trump.
Yeah.
See, not only can we dislike the administration due to their shitty policies, they also are cucking us from the stickers.
I want those stickers.
Yeah. I've had multiple people ask, where can I get a sticker?
Yeah, we'll at least have the base sticker of our logo, but we had made a sticker pack of like fancy fun stickers.
Yeah.
And the fun ones won't be out until the boat, so I'm sorry, guys. We're trying actively.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, guys, just work on making the boats go faster.
Yeah. There is an option though for folks if they have given us money through Ko-Fi to get a little like thank you roll similar to Patreon. Do you guys want to do that as well?
We can do that.
Yeah, I can set up. So yeah, if you ever give us money on Ko-Fi, even if it's like $5 for a coffee, we appreciate you. Thank you. You'll get a little thank you in the community Discord.
Yeah.
Huzzah!
We also do interviews. If you want to come on the show and talk to us, hit us up at blankbodies@gmail.com.
Yes.
We love talking to all kinds of people. We've had all kinds of people. And if you can't get enough of my beautiful voice, we have our new sister show, Stinky Gamer Pleasure Dome.
Mm-hmm.
Me and John the Third. Not this John.
That's so funny.
But the other John.
Mm-hmm. The other John.
Yeah. The other white meat. It's like a book club. We hang out, we talk about video games. We just did 1994's marathon, and now we're doing 2010's Space Funeral for RPG Maker Month. So it's one of my all-time favorite games. It's a little indie game. It's short. We usually focus on the first 2 hours of video game. You can probably beat it in that time.
Hey, yo.
So
cool.
It is fun. It's free. You can download it off itch. And then we actually just launched a little thread over on our Blank Bodies Discord, where if you play along, you can submit your some feedback, how you felt about the game, your thoughts, and we'll read it live on the show. So
hell yeah.
Yeah, come hang
That's
out with us there.
And if you stinky gamers want updates on the Pleasure Dome, if you join the community Discord and hit the little joystick in the rules and verification channel, you will be a stinky gamer and get those updates.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Woohoo.
Stinking gamer.
Yes.
Go.
Ghost Mel.
Yeah. Anyway, I guess I'm doing one of these.
I guess.
Wait, we were talking about violence, right?
Yes.
Yeah. That was a brutal attack.
That was a brutal attack on the mic.
Luckily, I didn't get that second 10.
Bars.